Hello, whoever's watching this, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how to create a little intro in Davinci Resolve. So, as you can tell, we're on our desktop right now, and I already have Davinci Resolve. I already had the beginning of it kind of opened, and I actually saw this on a YouTube video. I just wanted to show y'all how I do my Halo intro. So yeah, let's get right into it. And I guess I don't really need an intro for this video, so we can literally just get right into it. Alright, so what you're going to see here is two videos that don't have the same audio. So as you can tell, there's music, if I can play it. Yeah, as you can tell, there's music, not really the... There you go. So yeah, you can tell that this isn't the actual audio for such clip, and as you can tell, this clip is a touch longer than this one. I believe this one is 45 seconds, this one is 30. Regardless, what I will usually do when I use my intros is I use, of course, Davinci Resolve. This is Davinci Resolve 16. And there's certain effects that you can use. And the one that I use when I'm doing my videos is the Gaussian blur. I don't know how to say it. So what we're going to do is just going to drag that over here. And as you can tell, it gets a little bit blurred. Now, as you can tell, we can obviously increase the strength of it here. And I like to leave just a touch. You can. There's also like a border effect, so you do the replicate, of course, the black, reflect. So as you can tell, there's the music and of course the blur, but you can still see kind of what's going on in the background. And this was one of my clips. Let me see if I can show you. So what I did is I went on YouTube. This is probably a really ineffective way and a bad way to show you, but that's what I do. So there's a certain video. So I basically recorded this in OBS. I would record the audio, mute my mic. I would then take the video. I would take the video portion out, and I would replace it with, let me see if I can show you. So we're going to have a blank slate, and we're going to go over to our media pool area. As you can tell, we have two little things right here, and these were the two videos I was talking about. So the first was the recording of the YouTube video. So as you can tell, I just recorded the audio from that. And then we, of course, have this clip, which I believe is just muted. Can we please just use this one? Yes, as you can tell, the video clip is obviously, it's obviously muted. You don't hear anything while I'm scrolling around through it. And it doesn't really matter if it's like super clean or if it's a little glitchy. The reason it may be glitchy right here is because I have OBS on this monitor open. But yeah, so we're going to have these two videos. And what I like to do is I like to plop in the first video, which as you can tell has no audio. What we're going to do is we're going to right click and we're going to unlink said clips. We're going to take the audio out of that one by hitting backspace. And then we're going to do same thing here, just we're going to remove the video portion. Then what we're going to do is we're going to drag this back. And already, you can tell that we have the music over the gameplay. You can try and shorten this to be the same size as this clip right here. May not be super clean though. Boom, that's about as clean as we can get it. However, I'm not going to do that. So as you can tell, it just ends right there. However, I'm not going to do that. The reason I made this video a touch longer is we are going to cut it right there. Then what we can do here is we can either choose to disable the clip, which basically just keeps the video going, however, on a black screen. And that's the, I guess, kind of hack that you can use while doing something like this. I also have something like the tech intro where I add a video or a picture at the end, and then I just fade out and fade into the actual video. But yeah, so this is going to be my intro for the 4th episode, I believe, of Halo. So yeah, like I said before, we're going to add the I really don't know how to pronounce the name of that. The effect. We can go up here to our video tab. We're going to hit open FX. And this is going to show us our actual thing. So yeah. And something that you can do is you can set so let's say right here I want it to be the full picture, but then I want it to right here I want it to go into a full blur. Now as we reverse it, you can tell the picture gets a touch clearer as it goes until eventually it is fully clear. But I'm not going to do that, so we can just get rid of that. And I want the blur to be like so. Replicate. Just to give it a cleaner edge around the edge of the thing. I still want you to get an idea of what's going on. I want you to tell that there is Halo gameplay in the background. However, I don't need there to be like a super clear video. I don't want you to be able to tell that it's from one of my other videos, because then that makes it look a bit cheap. And yeah, you want the blur or the blend to just be 0, because that kind of just shows you the blend between the blur and everything else. And I'm still contemplating whether I want to add a video right here. So let me show you my tech intro. So we of course have the tech reviews with and then you have name exactly as the beat drops. Enjoy, and then look at the end here. Look what I did. And then of course we go into the color lines with the sound effect. So we could do something like that here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it traditional to all my other Halo intros. However, I want the background to be different, and I maybe want it to have a few different text intros as well. Let me pull OBS back up. So another thing that we can do is you have all these other ones. Some of these require the paid version of Davinci Resolve, which is like $236. I'm not doing that. The free version is good enough and it gets the job done. There's an effect somewhere around here that really, and I can't find it. It's the prism blur, and that one works as well. So if I were to go to click on the video and I hit open FX, you can obviously tell that there's a prism blur. And if I take off the blur, you can tell that there's this kind of prism effect around everything. Awesome. And I don't want this clip to be more than maybe... Let me see if that's lined up well, because I know it isn't, and it won't clip into place. Awesome. Alright. So, like I said before, you can add something like this. We can turn down the blur and add the prism blur, which essentially does just as good a job. So yeah, let's get into the text effects, which is what you saw in all of my other intros. So for the text, we obviously just go to titles, and you have a text filter right here. And you just drop it above your timeline wherever you want it to be. So obviously we can do something right here, and I can make that bigger. Another thing, what else do I want it to say this time? So what I've done here is essentially I put the I'm going to try and just go traditional with the let's play at the beginning. So for the first text, we're going to have the let's play basically pop up on the screen. So right now there's not much going on. You can still see the background. So we have the let's play. Something I don't like is this. I don't know if that looks any better. Just let's play. Anyway, sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, as you can tell, the font is the TW-MT, which is like a more modern style font. Color is white, of course. The size, I can change that via this. So if I want it to be super big on screen, I can, but I just want it to kind of be in the middle of the screen. I want your eye to catch it, but I don't want it to be the whole video. You can also do the drop shadow, which is right now at 12. And as you can tell, it's just the shadow of whatever you put in. And I like to have that at a slight offset, but I like it to be very blurred. You can change the opacity of it, or opacity, whatever it's called. You can change that as well. Background stroke, everything, all that level is fine. Then what we can do is we can start doing the effects. So video, obviously I just have this in, and right here I want the opacity to be 0. So around right here, I want it to be full. And that gives us the effect of it fading in and out. Another thing that you could do, which is just a lot easier, is you can do this right here, and it basically fades it in as well, but I'm extra, so fades in well. So let's make it right here. Let's go back to the video. Let's get this selected video. Opacity is 100. We're going to set this right here. By the end of this, I want it to be nothing. So we have the fade out. The fade in is a bit quicker. And that's going to be it for the first text. So as you can tell, if we hit this, you can tell it kind of goes in, then out, as usual. And as you can tell right here, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but I basically just like it to be like that. Now what we can do is we can Control C and then Control V to paste. And as you can tell, that basically leaves the smallest gap in the world. It basically keeps all of our changes that we made to this text right here. But now we can just insert a different title. So let's play Halo 3. And now you can tell instead of it saying let's play, you can see that it says Halo 3. Let's see if it still has that fade in effect. So that fades out. This one fades in. Alright. Then right here, we can do the same thing. Control C, Control V. Right here, you'll see another text. It'll say, what do I want this one to say? So we have the Let's Play Halo 3. Alright, I can't think of a title for this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and select both of these so you can Control click both of those. We're then going to right click them. We're going to hit link clips. So as you can tell, we have the Let's Play. could do enjoy. And obviously it'll be enjoy right there. But as you can tell, there's also this really long area of and then what we can do is we can just shorten this a touch. So the intro is going to be super long. It's not going to be more than per se 20 seconds long. Now what we can do right here is let's see if I can get it just right. I want it to be at a second 15. Boom. And then we're going to fade this out. So we're going to fade it out a bit differently. Keep it in, but I want to drop the music later than that. Alright. So obviously it fades out right there. I want it to fade out pretty quickly after this. But then once the audio is faded out as well, I want to have a text. And I want it to go right here. And this text will just say brought to you by, however we're going to center that. So we can go down right here, we can center it by, and of course we're going to drop it a touch. And Awesome Ninja. Make this area a touch smaller. But then what we can do is we can increase the size of Ninja if possible. And I don't know if it's possible to have same here. Let's see how it looks now. Yep, just start right in the middle where I wanted you to. Let's play Halo 3. Enjoy. Brought to you by Awesome Ninja. And of course we don't need the fading to be a bit better. And then I just essentially want it to fade out into our video. So yeah, and another thing that you could do with this is you could maybe incorporate your intro into your video. So let's say I have a video timeline. We don't need to add anything to that. We're going to render this as an MP4. We're going to go up here. Halo 3. We're going to put 4. That way we know what episode we are using it for. Intro. And of course, we're going to stick this with OBS videos. As you tell right here, save. And yeah, we're just going to render this right quick. And I'll see y'all once that's done. Alright, now that that's rendered, what we are going to do is we can save that as Halo 4 intro. So boom, that's saved. And then what we're going to do again is we are going to open up Davinci Resolve. All right, now that we're opened up in here, OBS videos, our Halo. Yep, that's my new video for Halo. And you're probably going to ask yourself, how can we incorporate this into whatever video we want it to be? So as you can tell right here, I have a video pulled up. Another thing that we got to do is we got to do the Halo 4 intro. Here, then I can't stick it in there. Okay, whatever. The intro will come in soon enough. So right here you can tell that what I'm doing is I'm looking for the exact, should be right here. There. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to go back and forth for a few seconds. Boom. And then this is basically where I say roll the intro and then I clip into here. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm then going to open this up a few. And what we can do then is do the intro. So that isn't a large enough gap. So what we're going to do is, alright, we're going to attach that there. Can we not just attach it, dude? Jeez. I don't know why it's not like, alright, cool. So we of course had the intro, and then if it would please just connect said clips. I don't need it to. Here's the thing. I don't know why it's not like popping the videos together. Instead, it's just like not stopping me. It's just mushing the video back. And that's something that Davinci Resolve does randomly for me, and I don't know why. So as you can tell, there's a touch of a little gap right here where it has nothing. But that doesn't hurt anything. And as you can tell, we have the full video there. And yeah, that's kind of how you would incorporate your own intro into a video. At least that's how I do it. I don't have any like serious equipment or serious software to help me create an intro. I don't pay people to do my intros. I just kind of, look up ways to do it on YouTube. There's a guy who uses almost the same method that I do in this video. And I'm going to link that video down below. I got inspiration on how to do these types of intros from him. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.